Well, welcome. Well, a very good morning. Welcome to this stage. This is stage number 6 this morning, out in the countryside, out in Latvia, out on a beautiful, beautiful day. The azure blue sky is stretching from the Baltic coast to Riga on the other side here in the Baltic country up here. This is Latvia, and this country is absolutely stunning. It's absolutely beautiful. And this morning, driving out of LIEPAJA, coming out, we're about 30 minutes drive out from LIEPAJA to the stages today. So not as far driving that we had to do yesterday going up north to Talsi. But I tell you what, yesterday's drive north was absolutely stunning on the roads, just taking in the atmosphere, soaking up the countryside in this glorious country. It's absolutely beautiful here this morning, and I tell you what, August is fantastic. The weather is great, not too many mosquitoes or flies around this morning chewing us, but we're at the end of the stop line. Stage number 10 has just started this morning, so we are live for the final 6 stages. We're live across all our media platforms today. We're on ERC radio as well as live on your internet devices, and here we are. I just need to turn off my phone that's making a little bit of a noise in the background there. But right, the stop line is where Raf's just swung the camera around. This through the ERC arch on front of you at the moment, and then down to the stop line, which is where the tent is set up there. But what's really, really cool about this place, this is fantastic, and I know that we're respecting social distancing. I know that we're in the middle of a global pandemic with the COVID-19 situation at the moment that's basically screwed up the 2020 motorsport calendar. But the ERC is back with the first international rally series to get ourselves together, get ourselves organised, and get back to what we love the most, which is, of course, rallying out on these gravel roads. We were sort of broke and made history in Italy just a few weeks ago when taking in the new normal, using the hand sanitizer, using the face masks, compulsory face masks, just to keep everybody safe on this championship. Coming here to Latvia this week, I went through 3 COVID tests, all of them reported negative, but in order to get here to this country and to keep all of our teams safe and to bring you all the rally action, we had to go through 3 COVID tests to make sure that we were 100% perfect and healthy. And while we're here as well, we're working in our sort of media bubbles, so we're not mixing with all sorts of random people that we don't know. So yeah, we're trying to keep this sport really, really safe and continue on with our 6-round calendar this season. Next up, we're going to the Azores in a few weeks' time. That's going to be great, deep into the Atlantic Ocean. But today, for the first time on gravel, it's the 2nd day of this event. 4 stages yesterday, as I say, but today 6 stages closer to LIEPAJA. Big Raphael's holding the camera for us this morning, so he's okay. The last part of this stage is around this really, really cool motocross track. So you see off in the distance, I don't know whether the camera can pick it up, but off in the distance there are a bunch of Latvians on a hill over there, just on the other side of the track. So the cars come down, and then they come down the stage and basically just jump in, a little jump here, into this arena, and then round the motocross track. We drove round it the other day just to have a look at it, and it's really good fun when you know where the road is going, which is what the guys did earlier this week with their 2 times recce when they were driving through these stages twice to make the pace notes. Okay. Let's talk about the ambience and all that kind of stuff. Let's talk about the rally today, because the unenviable task today, is sweeping the gravel off the roads, is Eric Seitz. He's the Czech driver. You know, he's new in the R5 car, moving up to that car after cutting his teeth on the R2 category last year in 2-wheel drive. Eric is first on the road today, so yeah. I mean, we've got 2 passes through the stages today. So the first pass, the gravel needs to be swept off the stage. And then on the second pass, when we come back after the midpoint service of the day, we're on to swept lines, and a little bit more sort of racing line will be visible for the competitors. But Eric is first on the road today. Ral Yeats is second on the road, and then Mikko Heckler is next. Gregoire Munster, Emil Lindholm after that, and the list goes on. Everybody is driving. Excuse me while my mask falls down. I need to get some ratchet straps to pull this thing tight at the side of it. As the drivers come down, 2-minute gaps. There's a little, in the last sort of, since we've come on air, there's just a little bit of breeze that's just starting to blow across here. I mean, you can see maybe just the leaves in the trees are just sort of waving a little bit, like a little local wind that's just blowing through. So that might assist getting rid of some of the dust that might be hanging in certain sections under the trees. Okay, stage is live by 6 minutes. What we're going to do, Raf, now, we're going to walk down to the end. Unfortunately, it would be really, really nice to move this stop line just to where we're standing here. But for safety reasons, because the stage just finishes just on the left here, we have to have this sort of roll-off area. And although we really wanted to put the stop line at the top of the hill here, where the guys come in, if you can just swing round to the right, Raf, you see where the photographer is there? That's where the cars do a square left into the arena here. And it would be really nice to put the stop line on top of the hill here, but just for safety for us, if someone comes in a little bit hot into that square left, we're standing far too close to the live stage. So the stage end is just popped here, just down the hill in a safe space down here. So what we're going to do is we're going to walk down and get ourselves in position, and hopefully Eric Seitz will be on his way towards us shortly. Big battles today, right throughout the ERC. It's not over until it's over. But with Oliver Solberg out in front, 10 seconds quicker than Mads Osberg. Mads, talking to him yesterday, he was a little bit, a little bit grumpy, a little bit moany, saying, Eric's coming in. Now, there we go. Let's just swing the camera around. So here comes Eric coming into sight, into this little ballpark here, off and down, and then on this last loop through the rallycross track, really enjoying himself, getting to grips with the car and learning it all the time. But this is his first big weekend on the ERC on gravel. But Eric disappears out of sight. He'll be coming back in a minute. There he goes, coming around the corner in front of the Latvian fans there. A rooster tail of dust coming off the back of it as he comes round. He's coming down towards the timing beam now. Round and through. So he slices the beam, and what we need to do, Raf, we need to run down to the... he's coming, come. Right, now we need to get there in time. The only thing we haven't got this morning is something just to chock the wheel on this downhill section. So we'll... maybe before Eric comes. I'm just going to run off for a minute, Raf. Need to find a stone or something like that, but we'll get that in a minute. Let's have a word with Eric anyway. I'm running back up. Okay, he's in. Okay, Eric's just sorting himself out, getting his balaclava on. First test of the day done. Morning. How was that? Looked like fun?
Yeah, I feel in some places like Mr. Ken Block, so yeah, it was great fun. We had an opportunity today to try this one. For sure, it's not good for a result because we are cleaning the road, but it's good for learning this thing because it can happen also on next rallies.
What's the level of grip like out there this morning? Were you surprised with it, or is the car a bit skittish?
No, it's sliding probably more than I expected, but yeah. You need to be smooth. You need to be right in the hard rocks, and yeah, I think it can be good on the next loop.
Okay, that's good. Thanks. Cheers, Eric. That's lovely. That's great. Close the door there. Thanks very much. Cheers. That's Eric Seitz. First car through. First car on the road this morning. That's the benchmark set. We know that the times are going to get quicker every time we go through with another car coming through. 8:35.53. Now, this thing is my little rock from Rome. Now, you remember during the qualifying stage, we actually found this at the side of the road. It's the ERC stone. It's got my name on it as well. We've put it in the back of the van and we've brought it from Italy to here. It's not exactly the biggest thing to chock the wheels at the end of the stage, but we'll have a go with the Chris stone here this morning. There we go. And let's see it. I think all it's going to do is just mush into the ground when we get our second car through. But we'll have a go. Big Raul Yates is next. Comes into sight in the Skoda. Let's see what Raul's all about this morning. Obviously, is let's just see if we can pull him down. See the gravel rash on the front of the car. Oh, he's going to pop me over. Hey, Raul, I've got a bit of a stone, but it might not work. He's just getting himself organised. Oh, hang on. I love on the Skodas, you can almost go fishing and pull the door in with the little strap that they've got to hang in here. Raul, oh, your ears aren't big enough.
No gear shifter.
Hang on. Let's, Raf, just grab a shot of that. The gear shifter's come off in his hand. Where did it snap off?
Don't know. Just incident.
Just an incident. Was it halfway through the stage?
Yeah, very slippery, but okay.
Okay, no gear shifter. Right, okay. So he's actually... No gear shifter for Raul Yates. He was just struggling getting his ear... I think his ears were big enough, but yeah, struggling getting that face mask on at the end of the stage. So the gear shifter has snapped off for Raul Yates, so he's having to hold and change the selector low down. Another car clears the stage. Raul Yates' time on the board as the marshal is writing it on. Raul's time 8 minutes 27.19. Next one up is Mika Häkkilä. Mika Häkkilä is next up. So he clears the stage using these MRF tyres. Mika ahead of Craig Breen on the road today. Breen's in the other car driving with the MRFs as part of this. No, I'm telling lies. He's on the Pirellis, isn't he? Right, apologise for the mistake there. He's on the Pirelli tyres, not the MRFs. I'm talking complete and utter rubbish this morning. Anyway, it's a bit hectic at the end of the stage. Ready. Mika. Morning, Mika. How was that?
Good morning. It was quite good, quite clean run. There is, I have to say, quite slippery, but okay, quite good.
No stress, no problems. Thanks very much. Is the car running all right? No issues with the car?
No, not any. Working well.
Working well. That's good. That's right. Nice. Close the door. Just you can always tell with these cars if they're pushing on the gravel, on the loose stuff. You can normally see there's kind of like the cars get enveloped in dust, and they kind of get stuck. I mean, when Alexi comes in a bit, we'll have a look at the side of his car, because normally you can tell if Alexi's been pushing big time, because there's just this hint of dust. It almost looks like the car's been, I don't know, just had dust poured over it, and just, I don't know, it just, you can tell when the cars have been absolutely pushing. But Mika Häkkilä's time, fastest through, 8 minutes 19.36, 8 minutes 19.36. I hope you're enjoying yourself wherever you are today. Swing round if you can, Raf. We've got one more coming through. This is the Luxembourg driver, Grégoire Munster, through the timing beam. What we love about Latvia is just those rooster tails of dust, and when we're driving between the stages on the road sections, and you can look off either into the forest on the left or over to the right, and you can tell where the stages are because you get this dust cloud coming across. You can tell that Grégoire's been pushing, not as fast as Mika though, with an 8 minutes 25.36, but the dust is now starting to blow across the end of the stage. Here he is, Grégoire Munster. A little bit, don't think that's going to make any difference. Oh, hang on, you've parked on a stone, but anyway, Grégoire just organising himself on the Pirelli tyres. Just close the door there just for a minute. Oh no, he keeps his face mask down the side of his seat, which is quite cool. Grégoire, good morning. How was that? Loads of dust coming out of the back of the car there. Are you on a mission this morning?
Yeah, I had to spend in 1/3 of the stage, so we lose approximately 5-6 seconds, because when you spin then you're in the dust and you don't know where to go, so it was a bit tricky, but okay, for sure it's not as Not as easy as yesterday or fourth on the road, but in general it was not bad.
What's the plan today? Do you think you can get Lindholm? Can you catch up with him? Is that the plan?
We already start with a mistake, so for sure that will be difficult, but for sure I prefer to look forward and see if we can get closer. That will be the gap, yeah.
Good. All right, good luck. We'll see how you get on in stage 2 and 3 this morning before heading back to service. So that's Gregor Munster making a mistake, having a spin in the opening test of the day. Coming into the stage today, Gregor Munster was 11.7 seconds behind Mika Häkkilä. That's what I'm talking about. No, he was 11 point... I'm getting confused. Munster, 11.7 seconds slower than Emil Lindholm, who's next up. So there's a nice little battle going on there. Let's see what Emil has to say now as he clears the stage, comes up towards us, and very, very slow, just to I don't know, get some air into the car, just to let everything just cool down with the fans on. Now, battle damage, no front bumper for him, so I don't know whether he lost that in the jump coming into the arena here, but yeah, the radiator matrix is full of grass in the front there. It's losing the bumper. You can see that the cooling pack on the car is hoovered up and just sucked up a load of grass. So the temperature might be starting to rise a little bit.
We have to go as soon as possible. We have to really...
Is it hot, yeah?
Yeah, we had a little moment, yeah.
Where did you have the moment?
At the jump. We need to go.
Okay, gotta go. So that's it, gotta go, moment at the jump. So 8 minutes 34.32. So you saw there in the front of the car that he's sucked up a load of grass into that cooling pack. The engine temperature is going to start skyrocketing and boiling the engine, so they need to keep, well, go and get that grass out, go and inspect the radiator as well, just to make sure that they're not losing any fluid. At the stop line here, as we look, I mean, it doesn't really make much sense here at the end of the stage because we're on a grassy field, but we can't actually see any visible evidence of water coming out of the bottom of that radiator. So Emil will have a look at that on the road section. Normally, if we have a gravel stop line or a tarmac stop line, we know exactly that if a car's dropping fluid. Car number 4 is through next then. Craig Breen. Car looks good for him. No big bumpers, issues, no offs. Oops. Breen with the door open today. Okay, that's a more respectable time for Craig this morning. 8 minutes 08.61. Oh, sorry, Craig. That door. Done. Craig, respectable time this morning. You weren't happy with yourself yesterday, but what about today, the first stage? Are you happier with yourself, more comfortable?
Yeah, relatively. I have to say the car a big improvement, but it took me quite a while to get into just how late I could leave the braking. So I'm guessing that it's Emil that done the big spin after the jump. So that was a dirty one, I'd say. Yeah.
Thanks very much. That's Craig Breen. Door closed for him. So happier with the setup of the car today. You could see that Emil had a big moment where he had a bit of a spin, but 8 minutes 08.64 for Breen. In that battle at the top there, Breen coming into here is just, coming into this stage is just 0.2 of a second off 4th position, lying in, where's Craig coming into day number 2? He's 5th overall, so 5th car on the road this morning. And next one up, we've got Eric on his way towards us. In fact, if we just swing the car around, swing the camera around, Raf. That's cool. That looks like Cyprus, doesn't it? Look at that dust coming off the back there. Slices the timing beam, flicks the button from stage mode to road mode, loosens the belts, comes down towards the stop line where we are, and another one bites the dust. Big battle between him and Breen. Eric and Craig Breen today, 0.2 of a second going in here. Breen swaps places with him in this stage. Eric setting 8 minutes 13.58. 8 minutes 13.58 through the stage. Eric's in. See if that. I don't think that's going to hold it. We need a bigger ERC stone. He's dabbing on and off the brakes. Nah. Eric, he never spoke to me yesterday. Is he going to speak to us today? I don't know what it is. He talks to Julian, but he absolutely hates me. Yes, no? These Finnish guys. Hello? He's blanked me at every stage so far. Yeah. Oh well. Guy under pressure, maybe. I bet he talks to Julian at the end of the next stage. I really bet he does. Okay, that's fine. Made a pact then. If he doesn't want to talk to me, I don't want to talk to him. Obviously a little bit under pressure. 8 minutes 13.58 for the not so happy Finn this morning at the end of the first stage. Well, we would have liked to know what he had to say. As you can tell, Raf's just cleaning the camera lens. I've got a bit of a dab on as well here this morning. Quite hot as usual. Hot rally action. Look at this guy, Alexei. Look, no, it's not. Yeah, there's the man. Another one. That's Lukyanuk. Slices through the timing beam. See what Alexei has to say. Now, for the championship, it's all good for Lukyanuk. You know, he had a great haul of points in Rally di Roma Capitale. Coming in here, okay, so we've got Oliver Solberg that's kind of pushing him a little bit. Oliver's leading the rally after day number 1. But Lukyanuk, yeah, he seems quite comfy, quite happy. He was very relaxed yesterday. When we spoke to him in our regroup program last night at the end of the day. Hopefully that will hold it. Alexei's door open. Alexei just looking at the time on the boards, 8 minutes 06.26. Alexei, fastest through, but we would have expected that. How was the run this morning? Was it a good one?
It's a good morning. All fine.
Okay, that's good. Okay, no worries. Good morning, all fine. Has he been pushing? He's talking about the dust on the side of the car. Yeah, it's not super dusty, but slightly faster than Breen by just over 2 seconds. Quicker than Breen on the opening stage. Getting into the big 3 now. Next up, we got Mads Osberg and then Oliver Solberg. Waiting for Mads to come towards us now. See if we've got any messages coming in, any news, any information. We're live on all our channels this morning. Are we all good? Right. Here we go. Mads Osberg. Coming in the last part of the stage, round the latter section of the rallycross track, off the accelerator. Slices that timing beam, that goes on the board. Just wait for the timing marshal to put that on. Let's see where Mads is at the moment in his standings after this stage. So we just refresh the times at the end of the stage. So 8 minutes 02.1. So 8 minutes 02.7. Thank you. So Mads is through. Okie dokie. Mads stops. Okay, for faster than Lukyanuk, 10 seconds exactly was the gap between him and Solberg at the end of the day yesterday. Mads fastest through the first test. I wonder whether Oliver's going to be faster than him. Mads, all good?
Yeah, a little bit more enjoyable this morning, so yeah, it was quite fun. I enjoyed the stage, and yeah, the car is performing well now, so it's just myself. I lack a little bit of feeling, and yeah, my body is telling me to brake, but I know I should be flat, so there is a little bit of an internal fight at the moment, but for sure I need to just work with myself, improve my driving, and it's a better feeling this morning, for sure.
Is that doubt in your mind, is that because you're getting older? Each year that passes, you get a little bit more slower and calmer?
No, I think it's just the human part of everything. We have feelings, you know, and I think every human being in the world has some kind of fright in the body, and that fright is very strong sometimes, and especially if you're out to rally for a long time, you get used to Sunday driving. So I'm not used to rally driving for the last 6 months, so I just need to get back into it.
Mads, I thought you were a machine, Mads.
Thank you.
Okay, so cheers. Mads is a machine. I thought he was a machine, but he has some human feeling inside there. Apparently? Okay. He's from Norway. Of course he has feelings. Mads Solberg, Torstein Eriksson co-driving in the Citroen here at the end of the stage. Now, I heard a big crash and bang behind me, and that was Oliver Solberg. 10 seconds. Hang on, we got the man from MRF Tyres in the way. Move, move, move. He's gone. Get out of it. Right, he's done. This is our stop line. Right. Mads Solberg squashed my stone as well this morning. So here he is. Right, a little bit of dust going in on the front of the car. Solberg's time. Loses time. Not bad to Mads. More or less 0.7 of a second in it. How was that?
It was okay. I was very, very careful on the brakings. I braked like 30-50 meters too early in every single braking point. So not a good stage, but okay, it was okay.
Sounded like you did a big jump into this motocross arena here. I heard in my ears it sounded like you landed quite heavy.
I had flat, but it's okay.
Flat, it's okay. Right, there we go. Car hasn't ended up in the bin yet, which is a good sign. So look at the time on the board for the big top 10. Let's have a look at the time on the board. So we've got 8 minutes 02.07 for Mads Solberg, 8 minutes 02.15. So Mads fastest through that stage. So not every stage won by Oliver Solberg, which was like last year. Okay. Another one coming through. Got to have a word with next up. So we're outside the big top 10 now. Kind of a bit of a clever strategy yesterday from Callum Devine, who's in the stage at the moment. And a little bit of a strategy yesterday just to back off a bit, have a slight problem in the final stage, just to slow down a bit, to fall outside the top 10 at the end of day number 1. That calculated decision from the Irish ace puts him in a great strong position, 11th on the road today. So there's Callum. Oh, this is just brilliant, Ralph. Swing round, swing round. Oh, you just missed him. Too busy to talk. Damn it, we'll get the next one. So it puts Callum in a great position today for day number 2. So he's outside the top 10 last night, so he is 11th on the road today, and which means that he gets a nice little road position today because he's benefiting from the swept lines and not being first on the road. Callum comes towards us. Remember, he had a terrible time in Rally Rome just a few weeks ago when the engine packed up on him on day number 1. Right, here's the Irishman, Brian Hoy in the co-driver's seat. Callum, morning, how was that?
Yeah, it was okay. It wasn't too bad, but yeah, we could see we're losing a bit of time, and just the really fast committed stuff that we should be, we're braking or maybe down a gear, but some places is good, but look, hey, we're happy enough, we got through it alright. So
was it a calculated decision to start 11th on the road today, or did that just happen? Because you've got a good road position today. You've got a good road position with the swept lines. Does that work in your favour?
A wee bit. It's quite loose in there still, you know, but look, it's better than probably being first in the road, I suppose, but look, no, we'll just tip away.
Tip away, tip on. A lovely Irish phrase and staying. Brian Hoy sort of smiling at me from the co-driver's seat like, yeah, it kind of was maybe a calculated decision in the last stage of the day yesterday to start 11th on the road. Anyway, I love the Irish phrase, tip on. We're going to tip on, which basically means we're going to go to the next stage and crack on with it. There was something else, some other Irish phrases. What was the other one? Yoke. That's a weird one, isn't it? A yoke. So we're going to take the yoke down the road. The yoke is the car. So, anyway, yeah, right. So anyway, Callum Devine, great guy, on his way with Brian Hoy. Next up, where are we up to? Callum Devine. We've got a Finnish driver next up. car number 46 coming into sight. Now, we haven't spoken to him yesterday, because this is a non-registered ERC driver. Just a fast Latvian guy on day number 2. Day number 2 here on the ERC. Everyone from the other rally, from the actual national rally, is seeded in. So this is a new driver for us today. Not talking to them yesterday. Let's see anyway what they have to say. Setting a time of 8:22.20. Let's see where we're at. If you're watching us live at the moment and you want to listen to all the action on stage number 2, the second stage of the day today, just switch on to ERC radio right now, and then you'll be able to listen to Julian at the end of stage number 2 with all the competitors as they come through. Good morning. How was that? First time we've spoken to you this weekend. How was the run this morning?
Yeah, this stage was quite a tricky one for me. I thought the grip level was a bit higher, but still needs more courage to run those high-speed corners, so lost plenty of seconds, few places, so well, it's good that I know there is a places to improve.
All right, thank you. No worries, that's good. Super, places to improve, and like all the drivers, just struggling with the grip in places. Done, kick that out of the way. All right, okay. So as I was just saying, if you want to follow the action of the second stage of the day, just flick onto ERC radio right now, so you can watch our coverage live here, and you can also listen to our coverage of the second stage of the day with Julian on ERC radio. Catherine's next up. No, Gryazin's next up. Obviously a big shunt for Gryazin yesterday in the last stage of the day. See how rippled the roof is. Let's see, with an 8:08.07 for Nikolai. Nikolai, obviously, yesterday. Oh, I'll let you put your mask on. Yesterday wasn't the way you wanted to end it, but the team have straightened it out. Is the car running well?
Yeah, car is really prepared good, so thank you for Red Grey, really big thanks, because they're working not all night, but yeah, they not sleep as well as me, so thank you for them. And for today we need just to play with the driving style. Also we are quite lack of tires, so I don't have too much tires, so I need just to stay on the road to play with my driving, so we have nothing to do overall standings, but we have what to do with my mind and other stuff, because now it's more like preparing for Rally Estonia, because also we're now going not on the same compound, we are doing crossing, so it's also a nice experience to drive these roads on different tires, so it's really a good experience. And my time seems like what I expected, because I was not so fast here.
Hey, nice to see you today, Nikolai. Good. It's good to see you back as well, despite having that massive shunt yesterday at the end of, towards the latter part of stage number 4. Even though the Hyundai is, sounds like he's got a budgie stuck in the wheel or something like that, a bit squeaky as he drives off. But hey, fair play to the team. They've done a great job bolting it all together overnight and getting it sorted out. You can normally tell with new bonnets and wings and front bumpers, then the car looks quite good. But the telltale sign is the rooftop. You know, particularly for Nikolai Gryazin, whenever he goes off, he tends to park it on the roof sometimes, and that's gets a bit rippled along here. Let's have a word with Lorena. Efren's here. Door open. Efren, how was that?
Hi, good morning everyone. Yeah, quite demanding the stage, very fast. And yeah, it's okay. Now we are competing with killing the stage, and time is not so bad, so happy with this.
All right, so time not so bad. Enjoying himself. Our ERC2 Junior. What am I talking about? Our ERC3 Junior champion last year and ERC3 champion Lorena nice guy, all the way from Spain. 8 minutes 11.10. 8 minutes 11.10. McCourt, just he's on his way towards us now. New guy, where are we up to? Sean Johnson's next. Katherine Mccourt, so we just seen. Oh, hello. Oh, hang on, I've got stuff in my headphones going on at the moment, which is, I don't know what's going on anyway, but there we go. Right, hang on a minute, let's just get a shot of that for a minute. There we go, right. Okie dokie, so car coming towards us now. I've lost my train of thought for a moment, as you can tell. Something just happened in my headphones here, and I couldn't hear anything. It's coming from the studio, I think. Okay, right, Sean Johnson, next up. First proper gravel rally in the R5 car, learning all the time, driving the R5. He's been here before in Latvia in the two-wheel drive car last year, but Sean is back. Look how well he's preserved his car. It's prepared by Santalock, so it's the same basic car that Lukanuk is driving. And see as he comes down towards the stop, Alex Kihirani alongside him. Door open. Morning, Sean. A little bit of dust coming into the car. How was that?
Yeah, it was incredibly dusty in the car. The onboard's going to be hilarious. I'm like hacking like a dude who smokes 2 packs a day, and they're in that stage. Yeah, no, super fun stage, good rhythm. Really enjoyed the driving. I think it was the right way to start the day with the same feeling from yesterday. So still on some of the very long straights where we brake for a chicane, I'm still just not trusting that the car is actually going to make it. So there's room for development there. I mean, there's room for development everywhere, but it was a good step.
That's good. I was going to say, you're hacking away. You haven't got a high temperature, lack of smell, or anything else like that. So you are okay. I shouldn't worry.
We've all had multiple COVID tests that have all been negative in the last days, so I'm not worried about that.
So it's just the dust, which is the problem.
Just the dust, yeah.
Right, I'm worrying. I'm not going to step 5 feet back. Thanks. Cheers, Sean. See you later on. Thank you. So yeah, Sean's car, just dust coming into the car for somewhere. Maybe a little bit of a something or another that, a little piece of plastic over a hole into the chassis. It's just hoovering up the dust. So Sean Johnson just coughing away in there, saying that there's room for improvement all the time for him. But it's a respectable time. First time on this surface and this four-wheel drive monster. 8 minutes 14.85. That is Sean Johnson. Now, let's just whiz through as we're waiting for... This is our new Irish guy. Let's give him a bit of airtime. Here we go. Swing round. Backed by Motorsport Ireland. Another Hyundai. Not registered in the ERC, but I think we're going to see some good stuff for him in the future when he comes on more ERC events through the year. Another Irishman in the same fold as Callum Devine, who was here before. Catherine's here now, just coming through. Car 45, didn't speak to him yesterday, but we're going to speak to him now at the end of the stage. Nice one. Big moment for him in the stage, as you saw on the helicopter. But let's see what he has to say. Driving with his specs on. Specs? Specs means glasses. There we go. Door open already. How was that one then? Was it good fun? Yeah, hearing on from the helicopter, you had a big moment in there.
Aye, we had a bit of a moment in there, but no, it was good. Enjoyed it. Good stages. Very, very enjoyable.
Are you surprised with the level of grip, or were you slithering and sliding all over the place?
No, I went out over a crest, just judged it a bit wrong, and the thing just was nice.
We saw you from the helicopter, so that's good. You're live at the moment as well. We're live on all our social things.
Aye, yeah, no, thank you.
Do you want to say anything to anyone back in service or back at home?
Can't hear you, sorry.
Do you want to say hello to anyone back at home? Do you want to say?
Yeah, it's a bit different to hear now, yeah, definitely.
All right, these helmets, you can't hear what I'm saying, but we got the general gist of it anyway. But there you go. Good man. Going to see a bit more from him, despite him having a big mother and a father and a moment in the stage. We captured on our helicopter. 834.15, Katherine. Spin round, another Latvian, don't worry. Who's that? That's someone else. Dominic Dinkel, I think. Was it? You can't see my facial expressions because I've got this microphone on, but where are we up to now? Dominic Dinkel, yeah, he's next. And then Simos Galateras. When we spin round, Raf, for the next car coming, which is Simos, I mean, he won in Cyprus a few years ago. It looks like Cyprus when we spin the camera around there, so he'll feel like he's almost on his home soil. Dominic Dinkel next up. Let's see. Dominic comes down towards us. I just jump out of the way for a minute from the camera shot. Dinkel in. There we go. Getting himself sorted. Dominic was first on the road yesterday. Not so cool for the ERC1 junior driver. Today a little bit further back. Dominic, obviously you're further back on the road today, not opening the road, so you're benefiting from that level of grip on your first stage. How was your run this morning? Any dramas, any moments?
Yeah, I do a few mistakes, so it wasn't my fault, but overall the line is now clean, and yeah, we will see.
Okay, that's good. Line is clean and we will see, so that's good. Okay, cool. So door closed for him. Dinkel, 2 spares in the back. I haven't been checking the spare tyre situation today, but 2 spares in the back for him. That's Dinkel, 8 minutes 26.46 for Dominic Dinkel. Now, where are we up to? Simos Galateras is next. Big moment, obviously, you've just seen of Nicky Meyerhoff, and Martins Sex and Ken Thorn will stay here until probably Ken Thorn, Dennis Radstrom on the start list, because obviously on ERC radio at the moment we're live on the second stage of the day. Stage number 6 is live, but we've got a bit more time that we can stay here at the end of the stage before I head round to the 3rd stage of the loop. I'll be off to stage number 7, which is live at on ERC radio. Is live at 11:40. Right, here we go. Simos Galateras, winner in Cyprus 2 years ago. Watch this. This looks like Cyprus. How cool does that look? How cool is that? I want to be there and doing that, but maybe we'll get to do that at some point. Prize drive later in the season. Maybe for covering every stage of the ERC this year, we can have a blast round some sort of motocross track like that. Raf's going to do the pace notes as well, so that'll be quite cool. Here's Simos driving the Polo, and here he comes. See what he has to say. So the first car and the only car this weekend to have the Cypriot flag on the back of it here. Simos is what's he doing? Is he opening the door? Can we talk to him? Can we talk? Yeah, we can talk. Morning, Simos. Just looking at that there, it looks like Cyprus style, just the amount of dust coming out of the back of the car. Are you having fun?
Yeah, here we had fun in the faster section.
Check. Stand by for a long answer. Nico, good morning. How? Oh, hey, good time. Good time. Yeah, good.
Good morning. We are happy to be here. Yeah, that was a nice stage. We have good position for driving for today, but to be honest, on such stages there is very easy for me to make mistake. I still haven't got enough experience with the pace notes, and on such stages with very big jumps, crests, we really see it, and it's dangerous in some places, and it means that in other corners we should be very cautious, because even the fastest corners are not the fastest. Still, I'm struggling for the not enough experience, but I hope we will change it in future.
Okay, that's good. Dziękuję, thank you very much. That is Miko Marcek. Really nice guy. Obviously the Polish champion as well, but coming to the ERC. We saw him last year in Poland. He's back again, but look at his time, 8:11.96, 8:11.96 for Miko Marcek. Now, Nicky Meyerhoff is next. Swing round to the right, Raf. Hopefully we can just see this images, but this is Nicky. Saw him at breakfast this morning. His words to us in the hotel just before he left this morning was, "Go easy on us today." How cool. What the problem is, Nicky's been plagued. He was talking to us in our regroup program last night, and He was saying that the problem with the power from the engine of his new Fiesta, it's the pop-off valve. This a valve that basically gives the car holds the power, but he says the pop-off valve was sort of popping off, if you see what I mean. So he's losing power in the engine. But Nicky is here, and see what he has to say in the as he comes in the Fiesta. Nicky, I'm going to go easy on you today. Is the car working okay for you?
Yeah, car's working. Terrific stage. It's such a pleasure to drive here. It's incredible. We need to enjoy it more. Don't be too aggressive and too hard on ourselves. It's tough, and we're trying to get the fun back and push a little bit more with a little bit more fun and a little bit more ease. So that's working.
Have you been a victim of your own success and putting pressure on yourself this weekend, which has made some small mistakes?
The basis is disappearing somehow. The car is not working. A few things not working, and that took the base away from what I was building up to, and so we're trying to build up from the base again. So it's tough, but we have to fight, and it's not always fun. But for sure, stages like this it's incredible, and we should be grateful to be here and push like this. And it's amazing. Sun is shining. What can be worse?
Nothing. This is a great day out. Thanks. Cheers, Nicky. There you go. I was easy on him this time. So door closed. That's with an 824.10 and a car that hasn't been behaving itself particularly this season. What we'll do is just if I can sort out in my pocket here. I haven't done this for a bit. We were doing it yesterday. Excuse me for one moment, and then yeah, just. Get the old. I'm not saying that Nicky's got anything that we shouldn't have, but get that sorted. Right, okay. Please, if you're watching at the moment and you think, hey, hang on, yeah, Nicky's come through and now he's sanitising everything. We're all completely okay, but it's just a precaution. That's all we're doing is just a precaution, sanitisation, just to make sure that we're all safe when we can come to the Azores in a few weeks' time and continue. So yeah, please, if you're watching, I'm not doing that just because Nicky was here. It's because I've forgotten to do it earlier on in the day. Right, first of all, ERC, 3 drivers coming through next. Martin Sex, hometown hero, you know, his, oops, whoop, nearly lost my finger then. Martin Sex, home hero. Let's see, door open. Former ERC, he's on the podium here last year as well. Martin's morning, nice morning for you, good day?
Well, yeah, good morning. It was kind of a nice stage. There was a biggest jump of the rally. We went flat out, and it was quite fun for us in the car.
Hang on. This motocross track here. Have you ever ridden a motorbike around this track?
No, I had the first crash with the car here. So I have kind of mixed memories with the track here.
When was that? When did you have the crash here with your first crash?
Well, it was with Honda Civic, and it was, I don't know, in 2014, I think.
Okay, cool. Right, okay, thanks. Hey, cheers. See you later. That's Martin Sex. Martin Sex then telling us live here on ERC that he had his first crash in his career in this motocross track in a Honda Civic in 2014. He was probably about 8 then, wasn't he? But he's lives in LIEPAJA. We were talking to the people in the restaurant last night that we were having something to eat in yesterday, and the restaurant that we go to each year is great. And we were saying to the lady who owns it, we were like, oh yeah, Martin Sex recommended this restaurant, and she was like, huh? Really? Really? Yeah. Oh, Martin's. I didn't think we were quite as fancy as his standard. Is Martin Sex fancy? I don't know. Maybe he's just a bit of a big shot in LIEPAJA. No, he's a nice guy anyway. Former ERC champion, prize drive here, and on the podium in the R5 car last year. Let's have a word with Ken Torn next up, coming towards us. How quiet are these new Fiestas? Sounds really cool, doesn't it? Okay. Oops. Just wait for Ken to sort himself out. Morning, Ken. I like where all these drivers are hiding the face masks down the side of the seats, which is cool. But getting himself together. Ken, morning. Now that you're sorted, nice to see you this morning. How was the first stage for you today?
I think it's too much carefully, but yeah, it's okay. Time is not okay, and yeah, let's see.
Do you think you can beat Martin Seix today? I mean, coming in at the end of yesterday was a slither between the two of you, but you're going to push hard and have that surprise win at the end of the day like you did in Rome?
Let's see. I think he's fast in that home, so yeah, we need to do some extra, and then maybe, yeah.
Okay, all right, no worries. Nice to see you, Ken. Good man, close the door. So, going to go and see if he can beat Martin's Seix. So, Seix's time with 8 minutes 41.30 versus Ken Thorne with an 8:42.43. Coming into this stage, it was 0.3 of a second separating those two drivers last night at the end of the day. Man's just typing down, crouching down behind us. Car 34 clears the stage. Next up for us, it's Dennis Radstrom, and then we will have to move on to the next stage and wrap up our coverage here on Facebook and YouTube. We're live today. We're live, and let's have a word with Dennis Radstrom, last of our ERC 3 drivers coming through here, and then we'll move on. I know that we've got the R-Baths coming next up, and in the battle in ERC2 is pretty hot this weekend, but we need to move on to cover all the stages, so we'll wrap up our coverage. Oops. Close the door. Dennis, how was that? Good run for you this morning?
Yeah, very, very clean stage, except the last junction here into the track. We were in the ditch, so maybe lost 2 seconds. So, yeah, good start.
That's good. Okay, right, that's it. Lovely, thank you. That's all we need to know. So good stuff. Cheers. Okay, right, there we go. That is Dennis Radstrom. Oop, he needs to get over my ERC stone. Radstrom with a time here, and that is it from the end of stage number 4. As another car is coming round, let's just get ourselves together with the overall leaderboard here live at the end of the day. Oliver Solberg is out in front after 5 stages. He says just getting his times up on the phone at the end of the stage here. So after 5 stages here on Rally LIEPAJA, halfway through the event, Oliver Solberg is out by 9.9 seconds at the moment, ahead of Mads Osberg. Alexei Lukanuk is 3rd overall. Craig Breen swaps places in this and moves up to 4th position. Craig at the moment is just 17 seconds off that podium here. You're listening to us. You can follow us on all our social media outlets today. I hope you're enjoying yourselves as another one just comes through to the end of the stage, but we'll wrap up here. You can follow all the coverage now from the end of stage number 6 by switching to ERC Radio. We'll be live on all our social media outlets later on today. So from the end of the stop line of the first stage of the day, we'll see you later on. Goodbye.
Left over crest and keep right over crest, brake 60, turn 2 left plus over crest, opens long, tightens early, cut, and keep middle over crest, into 6 right minus, opens long, tightens 5 minus, tightens keep in, and 5 left plus, tightens to 3 plus over crest, tightens, 40, left 2 right minus, tightens neat 1, tightens over crest, 30, left 2 right plus, tightens to 1 plus, 80, bump, turn 2 left plus, tightens to 1 plus, half long, 60, keep left over crest, 80, line into 6 right minus, tightens early over crest, keep in 100, line into 6 left minus, tightens early 5 minus, half long, keep burying over crest, tightens brake 30, should key in 1 right plus, 1 left, tightens, and short 1 right, 60, slight left over crest, 400, keep right over crest, into on seat, shaky in 1 left, 1 right minus, 1 left, tighten short, 60, gravel, slide right, 120, 6 left plus, into brake, 6 right plus over crest, keep in, and turn late, hairpin left, tightens. And 5 right plus half long, tightens, 30, keep middle over crest, and 5 left plus half long over crest, tightens to 3 plus, don't cut, 40, line into 6 right minus tightens, 5 minus over crest, don't cut, and 3 left plus tightens over crest, 30, 6 right minus over crest, and crest, small jump, 60, 5 left plus, tightens to 3 plus, tightens, into 6 right minus over crest, and 3 left plus half long, tightens, half long, keep in over crest, into 6 right minus, tightens to keep middle over small jump, 100, 6 right minus over crest, tightens, 5 minus half long, tightens over crest, into 6 left plus, into 5 right plus, tightens, don't cut half long, keep in to keep right over crest, and 2 left minus, tightens to 1 minus, half long, don't cut, 30, keep left over crest, into 6 right minus half long, tightens to 5 minus half long, tightens, keep in over crest, 30, flat 6 right minus over jump, brake 100, turn late 1 right plus, tightens over crest, back on to stage 1, 100, keep right over crest, into 6 left minus tightens, 5 minus keep very in, into 6 right minus tightens, narrow 4 plus, tightens over crest, into slight left, 60, 6 right minus tightens, keep in, and 6 left minus tightens to 5 minus over crest, opens half long, tightens, keep in, and slight right, 60, 6 right minus tightens, keep in over crest, 30, 6 left minus tightens, early 5 plus, opens long, tightens, keep very in over small jump, 60, tarmac, 5 left plus half long, tightens, put 2 minus tightens, slippy, and 2 right plus half long, tightens to 1, half long, tightens, into early slide left over crest, opens 30, 6 left minus tightens, 4 plus over crest, into 5 right minus tightens, 60, keep left over long crest, and 4 right plus, tightens, 2 plus, tightens, cut keep in, into 5 left plus, tightens short, opens long, tightens to 4 plus, tightens over crest, brake 40, turn 4 left plus, tightens 2 plus, long, tightens, don't cut, 60, keep middle over crest, and slide left, into 6 right plus, opens to keep left over jump, 60, line into 6 left minus half long, tightens, 4 plus, tightens, keep very in over crest, into 6 right minus tightens to 5 minus, opens long, tightens, keep in, into early 6 left minus over crest, 60, keep right over crest, into 6 left plus, tightens, and caution, 6 right minus tightens, keep very in over crest, opens brake, 60, turn 1 right plus, tightens, short, brake 400, turn 2 left plus, tightens to 1 minus, half long, tightens, 60, 6 right plus half long over crest, and keep middle over crest, into 6 left minus over crest, keep in, 60, line into 6 right minus half long over crest, tightens to 5 minus long, tightens, keep very in over crest, into 5 left minus half long over crest, opens over 100, tightens flat, keep in, 60, keep middle over crest, and 6 right plus, 60, line into 6 right plus over crest, opens long, tightens, 4 plus, tightens, into slight left, and line into 6 right minus tightens early, 5 minus over jump, 80, keep middle over crest, brake 40, 6 left plus, keep in, and turn 1 right, tightens, over crest, 200, early 6 left plus half long over crest, opens early, brake 60, chicane, 1 left plus, 1 right plus, short 1 left plus, and 6 right plus, 60, keep left over crest, into 6 right minus tightens to 5 minus tightens, and 6 left minus, opens 30, keep right over crest, 100, line into late 5 left plus half long, tightens 2 plus, tightens, opens early, into 6 right minus tightens, 80, line into 6 right minus over crest, tightens neat, don't cut 5 minus, tightens 150, slide right, opens half long, tightens keep in, into 6 left minus, tightens early, 5 minus, tightens short, opens over 120, gravel, brake 80, slide right, keep in, 30, turn left, don't cut, 1 left, tightens early, 80, 6 left plus over crest, 60, 6 right plus tightens over crest, 150, keep right over small crest, 150, keep right over crest, 60, line into 6 left minus, tightens early, 5 minus, and slide right, 200, line into 6 left minus, tightens early, neat, 5 plus over crest, and slide right over crest, 80, line into 5 right plus, tightens 3 plus over crest, half long, tightens keep in, to crest, and keep right over crest, and 6 left minus, tightens to 4 plus half long, keep very in, into 4 right plus, tightens short, 30, late 4 left plus, tightens to 2 plus half long, tightens don't cut, keep in, 30, slippy, keep a left over crest, and turn on scene late open hairpin right, slippy, tightens, into early slide left, and slide right, 250, line into 6 right minus, tightens to 5 minus half long, tightens a bit, 60, 6 left minus over crest, opens long, tightens early, 5 minus, 40, slide right, 80, keep a left over crest, into 6 right minus, tightens early, 250, slide right, keep in, brake 60, chicane, 1 left, 1 right, short 1 left plus, 100, slide left, into 6 right plus over crest, 150, line into 6 left minus half long, tightens neat early, 5 minus, it tightens, and 6 right minus over crest, over 150, brake 400, slide right, keep in, brake 30, chicane, 1 left plus, 1 right, short 1 left plus, into slide right, 100, line into 6 left minus, tightens to 3 plus, tightens neat, 60, 6 left minus, tightens keep in, into 6 right minus over crest, tightens early, 5 plus, opens over 100, tightens, opens long over crest, tightens early, keep in, 40, 6 left minus, tightens to 4 plus half long, tightens, 80, line into 6 right minus, tightens early, 5 minus, tightens short, brake 200, 6 right minus, tightens keep in, brake 40, turn left 2 left plus, tightens 1 plus, tightens short, 350, 6 right plus half long, keep in, brake 200, line into neat 2 left minus, tightens, into 1 right minus, double tightens, and then you're going straight, 60, 6 right minus, tightens to 5 plus half long, 150 over finish, keep middle over long crest, 100,
It was very good.